Hey guys, what's up? This is Dylan.
And I'm Lydia.
And we're here for Broken Pictures. Their website's www.broken.pictures. Or not, yeah, that's right. no.com. Sorry, that was a long movie. We just got done watching Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom in 3D. Because we like 3D movies, even though some people don't. That's a whole nother video though. But yeah, so we're sitting in Whataburger parking lot recording the video, and we just got out of the movie, so this is a first reaction type thing. We hadn't had a whole lot of time to process it. This is just kind of like our immediate reaction to the movie. And so
It was stupid.
the way we do it is we're going to talk a little bit about just it in general and what we thought about it, and then after a certain point we will get into spoilers, but we'll let you know ahead of time before we do that. That way, if you're not into spoilers, you can jet out at that point. So, ready? All right. You want to go first?
I think I already did.
Will you say it again for those in the back?
It was not very good. I liked in the beginning. I kind of felt like maybe it had some potential, and then it quickly showed me otherwise. That it was just as botched as the first Jurassic World, that took a trilogy and threw it all away for nothing, is how I felt about the first one. I had grown to like it a little bit over time, just because, I guess, and I did watch it on TV like 3 times last week, so that may have something to do with it. And then watching this one, it just reaffirmed that I'm not really sure what Steven Spielberg was doing putting his name on it. It was...
He's getting that paycheck is what he's doing.
I mean, hey, more power to you, but surely he's got enough money in the bank to think about things before he does them. Same goes for Chris Pratt. Like, yeah. I know you were Andy Dwyer and probably make not smart decisions sometimes, but...
Is he Andy Dwyer in real life, though?
Yeah, I feel like he is.
Maybe.
So I shouldn't have had my expectations very high, but I had heard some positive reviews about it, so I kind of went in with higher hopes, and at the beginning it started to... I mean, it was fairly good at the beginning, and so I started to really get excited for it, and then as it went on, it just kind of tanked for me, personally.
Alright, my turn? Is that a yeah? Okay. So, I feel like, kind of like what she said, where you go in, you expect in one movie, and you get another. And I feel like Jurassic Park, Jurassic World even, like, I relatively enjoyed the last one. I mean, some of these big blockbuster movies, you go in just knowing that they're popcorn fare, and it's not going to be just... It's going to have plot holes, and it's going to have star power that is exploitative and self-indulgent, and some of these things you just go in accepting, knowing ahead of time it's that type of movie. It's not going to make you think real deeply, and it's just for fun. But with Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, I mean, I kind of have a certain expectation of action adventure and something to say about cloning or animal rights or something to that effect. Something that is relevant. And I feel like I went in expecting a blockbuster and I got a B movie. And had I gone in expecting a B horror movie type, like
tongue-in-cheek almost. Like.
Yeah. I mean, like Ash versus the Evil Dead type thing. I mean, I like that kind of stuff, but I go in expecting that. It's like you go in to watch a Superman movie and you find out it's Batman. Like, he's basically Batman wearing...
Superman clothes.
Yeah, like Batman versus Superman. You go in and it's like, why is Superman so dark? You know, well...
Okay.
Anyways, so... Yeah, that's my take on it. It just, some of it was just, I mean, ridiculous. It got ridiculous, but a lot of those movies that get ridiculous, they don't take themselves that seriously. Whereas Jurassic World, it's one of those where you kind of expect it to kind of take itself seriously, and it's to me, this one was like, it was in Transformers territory where it was just like, why are we still making these movies? Like, I'm sitting through it and going, why?
I was laughing at the end. Like,
Yeah.
I was not like, at the end, I was like comically laughing out loud, and I don't do that at movies.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. In moments that you weren't meant to laugh, it was supposed to be scary. But it took itself way too seriously, I thought, and that's why I felt like it was kind of comical and kind of tongue in cheek and B horror movie style almost.
But it didn't even do that because it didn't own that.
Yeah, it didn't own it. I don't think it was. It was like, I don't know. I don't know if it was meaning to do that or not. Had I gone in expecting that, I might have been more okay with it. But going in not expecting that, then I wasn't okay with that. This, in my first viewing, over time it might become like a cult classic potential. I don't know, over time or whatever. But I mean, at this point, I'm feeling like it's turned a corner. It's not the same Jurassic Park or Jurassic World that it was, and it's in ridiculous territory at this point. Even though it had a good idea behind it, I feel like it really took a hard left, and it was like, what, So, anyways, you got anything to say before we do the spoilers? Anyways, yeah, sorry it's super late. We saw The Late Show, and thanks AMC for my birthday large drink of popcorn on my card there, but yeah.
Literally, we had so many points that we paid for our
nachos, popcorn, and everything. But I came in late, and I must have got the Nasty Night crew, because my entire bucket of popcorn was stale. It was gross.
The fact that you still ate it all, though.
I didn't eat all of it. I got about halfway through because I was hoping that I would get to some good popcorn, and it never happened. I gave up. Anyways,
I know you didn't go to the bottom.
Yeah, well, I dug around.
I'm kidding.
Anyways, back on track. Spoilers. If you're not down with spoilers, it's time to go. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. And now we're waiting for the spoiler people to leave. No spoiler people to leave. Blah. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. Excuse me. Okay, spoilers. First thing I have to ask you, have you seen this movie? Do dinosaurs have tear ducts?
Oh my gosh. I forgot about that part. That was literally the worst part. Just like, dink.
Yeah, it's like, like
that was weird.
That was, yeah. It was like I was kind of down with that moment. It was like, oh yeah, this is a good moment. And then the tear came out of I was like,
I laughed out loud.
Really?
I literally
It's
laughed.
like, who thought that was a great idea? It's like, oh, let's see the dinosaur cry.
Like, and it made me think of the first Jurassic Park, where they are there with the three-horn that's like, what, I can't remember what happened.
The Triceratops, when she was curing it was sick.
Yeah, and like when she's like looking in its eye, like I felt that, and so I was like, oh wow, such a beautiful moment. What the heck just happened?
Yeah, took it too far. But had it been like a B movie fare, going in expecting that type, like over the top type stuff, it would have been like, oh yeah, this is what I came for. But when you go in to see a blockbuster A movie, and then you're surprised by, it's like, well, wait a minute, what just happened?
Yeah.
And then you get the bro of all dinosaurs and then
Yeah,
it's
that
like
was really weird. It
the
like
arms
gallops like a horse.
Yeah, I mean, I get like for DNA or genetic
Combat.
Yeah, genetic combat having arms, you know, because that's a drawback of the raptors or the T-Rex, you know, it's got a big head and little arms. But I mean, did it have to be so like bro bicep arms?
No, not at all.
I mean, just like, and then it was, I don't know, it just took itself way too seriously, and turning upside down and the door and
Yeah.
and the little girl on the bed. Like, I was literally thinking, oh, it's going to be a switcheroo where she's not actually in the same room. But she was.
Yeah. Speaking of who saw her being a clone from 50 miles away.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, one of the reasons we were excited about it is because somebody had told you
that there was a big plot twist.
Oh, there's a big plot twist. This one was so good.
And it's like, bruh.
Do you even watch movies?
Hey.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder, but...
Well, I mean, like, if you see this, I'm sorry, because you obviously know who we're talking about. That's super insulting.
Sorry, my bad. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get... I mean... And I hate to be super critical, because I know that there was a lot of people that went into this movie that put this movie together and put their heart and soul into it, but it was just like, my thing is like, if you want to make a different type of movie, then make a different movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is almost not quite. I'm not pissed off like I was with The Last Jedi. You got it?
Mm-hmm. I was making sure it was unattached.
Oh.
It's hard to tell.
Crazy
They're so
hairs.
long.
So, yeah, I mean, The Last Jedi, I came out and I was pissed off because it was like in your face, blatant. But this one, I'm not pissed off. I'm just like, what, really?
Mm.
But I don't know.
I liked in the very beginning where the little water tank thing that they're in, like had the same feel as the old car Jeeps that they used to ride around in. Like, it made me feel like that, but it also made me feel like I was in a Crash Bandicoot game. The part where he goes underwater. Because, like, that's the kind of, like, thing that he gets in. Like, the big yellow, like, bubble thing.
Yeah.
That's what it made me feel like. But I actually like that part.
But, I mean, just threw science out the window. I mean, shooting the gun through the holes and... Oh, now I'm going to pry it open with my knife.
No, I'm not talking about the gyro spear. I'm talking about when they went down for the Indominus Rex bone.
Oh,
in the very, very, very beginning. Like, the pod thing that they were in felt very nostalgic of the original movies.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that first scene, that I felt like that's the movie I came for.
A portion. I didn't really like how the guy's, like... literally screaming the entire time. He's like running around and he's like, first of all, he says something about like kind of being out in the open here, and then when military gentlemen are yelling at him, he's just like, I can't hear you. What are you saying? I can tell that you're screaming, and it's raining, and there's lightning, and I'm on a deserted island with a bunch of dinosaurs, but I don't know what you're saying.
Surely he was briefed going in, knowing there were wild dinosaurs in the park.
Otherwise he wouldn't have said, I'm kind of out in the open here. Like, he wouldn't have even been worried about it. He wouldn't have, like, turned around when we heard something in the bushes.
Yeah, did he have no backup
like,
with him there at all?
I mean, the backup was in the helicopter that was trying to leave him.
And I don't know. It was just super predictable. It was like every moment when it was about to happen, I was just like, crunch. And here they would come. And how many times can we do the T-Rex? You know, it's got that thing with you. That was horrible. But you know what I'm saying? That moment where you get from the first movie. And I mean, it's nostalgic and you want to see that.
But I guarantee he doesn't do that every single time. And you're trying to tell me that, like, the T-Rex is, like, just going around saving their life, like, literally every movie, but it never eats the thing that it kills.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me.
Yeah.
Is that every single one of these animals, like,
they're killing for sport.
yeah, and it's like, okay, and then they know also when to pause for suspense. Like, the new Indoraptor or whatever is, like, crawling up on the bed, like, I'm gonna get you. Instead of, like, busting up in there, like...
Yeah, like he had, like, every other moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Really?
It's like, I'm gonna halfway crunch and bite everything in front of me, but not eat it.
I have another problem.
Uh-oh. We have another problem. We're running out of light.
You trying to tell me that, how much does the Indoraptor weigh? I'm guessing that if Blue was probably what? Size of a baby elephant? Which is, I don't know what the size of a baby elephant
300 to 500 pounds, maybe.
Okay, and then the Indoraptor was way, way bigger than that. So we're talking like 1,000-pound animal. I mean, give or take, whatever.
Fair, I guess.
Is on the top of this, however, 100-year-old building roof.
It's glass.
And, no, not the glass one. Just the regular roof. Just like crawling up the roof.
I mean, how did it even get up there in the first place?
I mean, we saw it like look out the window, but nothing else after that. And so it's like climbing up on the roof. Like, why didn't the roof break? The roof would have broke. None of those shingles slid off.
Used its bro arms to do chin-ups to pull itself up.
You were waiting on that entirely too long
for
it to not be that good. I'm sorry.
I thought it was good. It was better in my head. But, yeah, it was just like everything was so convenient. It's like...
All of it was based on convenience.
Yeah, we're going to be in a truck, and nobody's going to come up and be like, hey, bro, you're in my truck.
Yeah. Nobody's like...
Until they get to the place, and it's like, oh, let's get out of here. And then people are everywhere. It's like, what?
I also hated the fact that, of course, it's so convenient that the military guys that they hired are the mercenaries to go get the animals or whatever. First of all, they shoot Blue. Oh, what a shock. Second of all, they shoot, I almost called him Quinn.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. And leave him there, like, why? Like, well, you didn't really have to leave him there. Like, no, that didn't...
Well, they didn't care.
But, I mean, like, that other girl didn't put up a fuss. She didn't say, hey, well, I wouldn't have said kill me, save him, whatever. Anyway,
when she was
Captain Stottlemyre, I expected more of you.
Yes.
If you didn't recognize him, he played Captain Stottlemyre in the TV show Monk. So I couldn't get that image out of my head. And for him to lose an arm for something so stupid as going in there with the Indoraptor, it's like, yeah, that was like, really?
They hired this guy, and he's going to retrieve these dinosaurs, so he doesn't understand how dangerous they are. He's just going to go open the door and get his
literally
tooth.
The whole time. Yeah, get a tooth like,
oh, I'm going to add this to my collection.
Where's my bonus? I need my money.
Yeah, I mean, that was so ridiculous.
Buy more dip.
Yeah, it's like his brain.
He didn't even dip, but
he was a whole different character.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And how many close-ups of Chris Pratt's face can we get?
How many close-ups of everyone did we need? It was all close-ups.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like I had a close-up on everybody.
Really? I mean, I could see like that as like a cinematic style, or whatever to feel claustrophobic or whatever. But I just felt like it was constantly every action scene was like Chris Pratt, like let's look at how beautiful this man is. It was
maybe it's about the mustache.
Maybe, I don't know, but
and side note from just taking real life lessons from movies like this, ladies, gentlemen, if you are in a relationship where when it's inconvenient you break up, but when danger arrives you're together again, that's a toxic relationship. You need to get out. That's unhealthy for you. Why in every movie does that happen? Like, Like, it's ridiculous. Don't be that person.
Yeah, they're just lovers of convenience.
Exactly. The entire movie was convenience.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Yeah, it's
silly.
like, I really like you, but I don't want to live in a trailer or a truck down by the river.
It's because you wouldn't let me drive the van for 5 minutes, bruh.
Yeah. Every moment was like conveniently moving towards some convoluted plot idea that, ooh, this is going to be so good, so we have to make everything work towards this, instead of like living in the moment and making sure that it made sense.
Yeah, I would agree.
You know, I mean, where are the script doctors? Where are the people that troubleshoot these and say, hey, you know what? That doesn't really make sense when you get to point A to point B. But we got to get to point B, so point A don't matter. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
I'm going to really need these big shots to kind of hire some of us.
Yeah.
So that we can let them know what real people think. Because they've been living in Hollywood too long.
I don't know.
You could catch me at... I was going to try and make up an address.
We need to wrap it up. We're like at 21 minutes. You got anything else to say?
No.
There was a lot we found wrong with this movie. And I'm sorry if you enjoyed it. Maybe you went in with a different expectation than we did, but it is what it is.
And if you did enjoy it, point out to us why it was so good to you, because maybe we're missing something. Maybe we're being too critical and not seeing just out of viewers' eyes.
Yeah. Let us know. I mean, I feel like there were some good ideas, some valid things, like moving forward with the human clone and stuff like that, but I think it was weighed down by the ridiculousness of the other parts of it. But anyways, I'm Dylan.
I'm Lydia.
And we're here for Broken Pictures. That's www.broken.pictures.com. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.